Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown and a warm welcome to the HowToCameron channel and welcome to a new video. It's been kind of a while since I last uploaded. I apologise for not uploading too much. It's just because I've been focusing on my A levels. But something I've noticed that's actually quite surprising with my YouTube channel is since I've stopped uploading daily and uploaded more partially, I've noticed my channel actually do better. Like, I'm getting more views now a day than I was getting when I was uploading every single day, practically religiously. So I don't know how that works. I've noticed that for like the past couple of months, if I'm not revising, I just get really down. Like, even me making this video right now, I feel like deep down in my head, I need to revise. And I have that kind of, not depression or anything, but I do kind of feel down just because I'm not actually revising, because I'm just making a video. But I just want to mention that my A-level revision is going quite good, and I probably will make a more comprehensive video on it, you know, when I want to, which is not right now, because right now, I mean, I've not done any of the exams yet, you know, so I don't even know how any of them are going to go. I imagine that once I've done a few exams and I start to feel confident about them, I'll actually be much more open to talk about them, but that depends on how they go, obviously. Today I want to talk about two main things. I want to talk about Eve Bennett and also dislikes on the channel, because they have been two topics that have been on my mind recently. That sounds a bit weird, actually. Eve Bennett's been on my mind. Not in that way. Not like constantly on my mind, but I just thought about her earlier because I saw one of her like Instagram stories. But pretty much Eve Bennett's been really annoying me recently, and I've noticed this surge of dislikes on my channel, and I wanted to talk about dislikes and just criticism in general, because when I made a video responding to my hate comments, I think a lot of people actually enjoyed that video, and I didn't manage to actually talk about all the points I wanted to make, so this video is kind of like a part 2 to that. It's a hybrid video, guys. You're all going to enjoy it. Smash like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new today, and without further ado, let's get into the juice, the meat of this video. So Eve Bennett, shut up. Okay, I am so annoyed at her, genuinely speaking. The amount of posts, the amount of stories she's put up talking about politics is honestly just depressing to me. Recently, this morning, she put up a story of a friend drinking from a mug that said something along the lines of, "I've never kissed a Tory," or something. The thing is a lot of people may think to themselves, oh, she just posted that up for a laugh. But looking at Eve Bennett's previous behaviour when it comes to politics, specifically against the Tory party, the Conservatives, it's very apparent that that's not a joke. She actually is trying to picture the Tory party as a very negative party. Eve Bennett has constantly gone on about politics, how Brexit's a mess, how Theresa May, she'll push her in the river. She's exerted her hatred towards Theresa May and Tory MPs. She's now showing imagery of negative behaviour towards Tories, i.e. not kissing them, treating them differently because they believe in different things, because they support a different party. Fantastic. I should get a mug. Never kissed a Muslim. I wonder how that goes down. It's the same premises. You know, it's the same premises. You know, you're a Tory, you believe in a certain set of values. You're Muslim, you believe in a certain set of values. So it's pretty much the same thing when you think about it. It's just that one of them is renowned as completely acceptable because you can hate against Tories, guys. They're horrible people. Horrible. Screw the Tories. Because they're all so bad. You know, the Tories, they're choosing not to support schools. Labour will double the school funded, because that's possible, isn't it? Genuinely, it just flipping annoys me, okay? But seriously, Eve Bennett, shut up with your politics. I always see her going about politics, and it can be on the stream. And the thing is, I know that she just doesn't know anything about politics, because if you just hate on a party and don't actually give any reason to why you hate that party, like you don't give any eloquent reasoning to why you hate that party, you clearly don't know what you're on about. I'm a Tory myself. Who would have thought it? But I still give credit to Labour. There are some things that I genuinely appreciate about Labour, and I will happily criticise the Conservative Party. Happily. You know, Theresa May, I think, is a weak leader, but I think she's a good person with good intentions, to be honest. Now the video probably just got 20 dislikes for mentioning that. Can't be positive to Tories, I forgot about that. But genuinely speaking, I think so many people are hypocritical. Like, she's so quick to criticise the Conservative Party. And it's honest that what's happened is she's just been brought up as a Labour supporter. And I always notice this in society. So many people are brought up, maybe Conservative, maybe Labour. I wasn't brought up by a party as of such. Like, I know my family's more Tory, but for me personally, I was never pressured with that. I went out of my way to actually watch Prime Minister's questions and educate myself about politics properly. And because of that, I lean towards the Tory side of it, because I think the Conservative Party are more logical. They actually care about the economy, and they actually are more realistic. Labour are more like, oh, we're going to support everyone. We're going to fund everyone loads more, and our economy's going to do way better. Because that's how it works, guys. If you fund many aspects of society with loads of money, magically the money don't go down, innit? So that's how it works. But seriously, even me as a Conservative, I will happily criticise the Conservative Party, and I will also credit the Labour Party when it deserves to be credited, I feel. Like, I do genuinely think that Brexit is not good at all, but I don't think Labour are going to do jack shit better. Honestly, I think Labour will do much worse, but whatever. It's so obvious to me that Bennett's just so dumb when it comes to flipping politics. Like, she just goes on about how much she hates the Conservative Party and how much she hates Theresa May. Like, just why? Just explain why. And the thing that baffles me is she's happy to be so hateful towards these groups of people, you know, these MPs, Theresa May, the Prime Minister, obviously. She's so hateful towards them, and people are fine with that. But no, I can't call her a bitch. I can't make jokes about her. I can't criticise her. That's offensive, lots of her fans will say. Dislike! Just because I'm criticising her, even though she's actually not just criticising political parties. She's actually just flat out hating on them. When I last checked, saying that you will happily push a world leader into a river, that's actually worse than criticising. It's worse than me calling her a bitch. So Eve Bennett, you're a bitch. Deal with it. I wanted to next talk about hate, specifically dislikes. I've noticed that dislikes on YouTube are such a stupid measure. They are so goddamn stupid. Now, I'm not sorry because I get dislikes. I literally don't care. If I see a video that has 50 likes and 70 dislikes, I'll look at the likes and I'll smile, and I'll look at the dislikes and I'll smirk. Because, my God, it's funny to me how so many people will happily leave a dislike on a video, yet won't comment their opinion, nor even, you know, explain why they've disliked the video. For me personally, if I upload a video, it gets 20 dislikes and there's 10 comments, you know, criticising me for valid points, I'll actually think to myself, okay, maybe this video was actually bad. But if I get a video that has 70 dislikes and like 5 comments criticising me that are just flat out hate comments, or just comments criticising me for things that they've clearly misinterpreted, like the PewDiePie video I made, I just look at the video and I'm like, it just doesn't warrant that amount of dislikes at all. I don't deem them as constructive criticism or whatever. But something I've noticed is, like, I've been getting loads of dislikes on my videos, and specifically on the PewDiePie video, for example. I got lots of people disliking that video the second it came out. Now, the watch time for that video is 20%. 20 goddamn percent, and I noticed that the watch time has a massive drop off. What I mean by that is 1 minute into the video, almost 60% of people have left. I know for a fact that what's happening is people are just clicking on the video knowing that, oh, he's hating on PewDiePie, oh no. But I always get dislikes on my videos, and genuinely speaking, they're not even, I don't care about them, I genuinely don't. But if you leave a dislike on one of my videos, please leave me criticism. I want to know how stupid you are, and I can't if you just leave a dislike. In terms of hate, I always get hate, but there's this guy at my school, right, who has been really angry about the PewDiePie situation. And this guy I actually used to make videos with. His name's Will. No one will remember him. But pretty much, I used to make videos with this guy. We used to be good friends with each other and got on really well. And then, you know, there was a time where I went to a lot of controversy at school for some locker room talk with someone who secretly recorded it. Instead of my friend sticking by me and thinking to himself, he's a good guy, he's been misrepresented, and you know what, I'm just gonna not hate on this guy, I'm just going to be like, whatever, I'm just gonna leave him, whatever, that's fine. Instead, he made fun of me. You know, he criticised the locker room talk, and he called me like a rapist and things, because that's what locker room talk's about. It's about objectifying women. It's wrong. That's the thing, it's wrong. I knew what I did was wrong. But at the moment that I was recorded in, I didn't recognise that because I had my own mental issues and whatever. But he pretty much unfriended me, and he went so against me. He started hating on me. He demanded that all the videos I made with him were removed. They're all up, still public, so sorry about that, Will. People are going to still have to see your clapped face for many, many years to come. And then in year 12, we were in the same chemistry class, and we started getting on, but then there was this meme of me being the worst chemist, because in my videos, I was always kind of happy about chemistry. I always knew I was quite good at it. People who were much dumber than me had this meme of, oh, he's the worst chemist ever, because obviously there are tests I'm going to flop at. You know, just because I'm good at a subject doesn't mean I'm going to be good at every single unit first time. You know, that's pretty normal. But I always got people calling me the worst chemist as a meme, just to kind of put me down. People said it was a joke, but you know, it just wasn't a joke. Like, I think genuinely people wanted me to suffer almost and feel bad about myself, but they don't realise that my ego is so big, I do not care. Sorry about that. And literally this guy is so snide towards me. He genuinely wants me to fail. Like, I remember he said that I was a failure because we were talking about the hardest A-levels and he was really angry about them. And he said that I was a failure just because I was predicted ABB whilst he was predicted AAA. He mentioned how he's better than me at every single subject. He mentioned how business is not an A-level, which is a joke on my channel, but at the end of the day, business is clearly an A-level. You know, if you do a business exam without taking it A-level, you will not get a good grade, believe it or not. It's easier than my other subjects, and I don't disagree with me saying that in the past, but it still is an A-level, I would say. It's just nowhere near as hard as chemistry and physics. But then the great video on PewDiePie, and he was super defensible. He proclaimed that KSI made a video hating on PewDiePie, just like me, but for attention. And he said that KSI's video got 22 million views, which is a complete lie. And the fact of the matter is, this guy is a liar. He is a pathological liar, and this is coming from a pathological psychopath. But pretty much, he proclaimed that people were making videos on PewDiePie, you know, hating on him for attention and views, and that's what he thought I did. And because of that, he had this predicament that I was just being a complete prick in the video, and he watched the video and he tried to hate on me for everything. And, you know, he was leaving me comments, and I was replying to his comments, and I was trying to talk to him about it at school, but his way of arguing is just shouting, you know, while everyone is around him, all of his friends going, "Oh yes, Cameron, you can't do this, you're hating on PewDiePie, haha, your video got 50 dislikes, haha." That's what people are like to me, and then people are saying my channel's dead, whatever, I've heard it all a million goddamn times. And then after that, like, I'm just there trying to argue my point, and I can't because everyone's speaking over me and no one's actually going to listen to me properly, because a lot of people, they may be smart subjects, but they don't realise that when you're arguing with someone, you have to actually listen back to their point. The thing is, he's going to watch this video, he's going to run with it, he's going to be like, "Oh, I know it's Cameron." He's probably going to flip and try and attack me for it, to be honest, because man's going to be a little triggered, but it's just funny to me. And then all of a sudden, you know, after I was replying to his comments, I was really busy revising, but I went out my way to reply to some of his comments. And I was replying to his comments, and then he proclaimed that I was deleting his comments. And this is something that I've known about on YouTube for so long. If I make a video on someone, and some certain people leave many hate comments on my videos, or criticism that may be incorrect, people like to proclaim that I'm deleting their comments just for a good point. And everyone seems to believe them, even though it's not true. Hand on heart, I do not delete comments. Ever. The only times I've deleted comments were like months ago, and they weren't even hate comments, they're just spam comments. My ego's so big it doesn't matter if you try to mess with it, it's gonna stay big. Like, what the flip? And on top of that, the amount of people I get calling me ugly and criticising my appearance, 90% of them don't have a profile picture, and the 10% that they do are just flat out clapped. This is the fact of the matter, okay? If you want to criticise me for my appearance, you better be hot as hell. You better be hotter than me. And if you're hotter than me, I'll be like, you know what? She's hotter than me. I don't care. Or he's hotter than me. I don't care. Fact of the matter is, you can't criticise my appearance if you don't have a profile picture, or have a profile picture that's heavily tampered with. And on top of that, if you are resorting to just criticising my appearance and hating on my appearance rather than actually dealing with the subject matter of the video, it clearly just shows how dumb you actually are and how you don't actually have a good point. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Smash like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new today. I really do appreciate the support that I've been getting recently on the channel, and I will always make videos for my fans. And this is the fact of the matter. If I upload a video and in a day it gets 40 likes and maybe 10 dislikes, I know that most of my fans enjoyed the video, and that's all that matters to me. It can get 60 dislikes over the next week. I know for a fact that they're not my fans who are disliking the video, they're just people who are hating on me for no good goddamn reason.